lot of millennials, and just a lot of people, not just people in my generation, have really turned in disgust to social media, which can be quite repulsive. But even though I also feel that with social medias and platforms and just the insipid psychological manipulation of ads and the pervasiveness and how much there is of all that, there is still benefit in the internet, and we need the good people to be a part of that, so it doesn't just totally like turn into some egregore monster something. Like, that's why I do these videos, is I want to maintain my sentience. It's not that I'm afraid I'll lose it, but I want to practice it and perform it before others. I want to soliloquize and narrate, and all that to me is very novel in how words and language is. And the more you talk and think about these things and start conversations about them, the more consciousness there is around them, and also in turn helps the collective consciousness, which I've mentioned before. And it's hard when you don't have a whole lot of self-confidence, but hear this. Whether you're naive or not, your experience, your felt presence of existence and perspectives and perceptions are interesting, and they are valid, because whether they're true or not with the rest of the world is subjective. But if you're experiencing them, they're real enough because you're going through it. And yeah, I used to be like, I don't want to be cringe and post things that'll be like, yikes, I can't believe I did that. Oh my God, people are going to think this of me. Like, something in this life broke me, and I just don't care enough. There's always going to be people that don't like you or don't get it. Like, they're just in a different path, and have a whole different experience as they move through this space. We are quite different. And I just really want to grow more fully into wielding my will. And my will is good. Not because it has to be good or because of fear of punishment, but because I am here to love other people and appreciate them and see them. I'm here for the aesthetic of creative things, the architecture of nature, the biology, how it all works is fascinating. I don't know why more people aren't fascinated and obsessed with it. We don't understand how we work, and it's perfectly relieving to just admit you don't know and just postulate and talk about it. There's no reason why we shouldn't. There's all kinds of accepted views with conformity and all that stuff, which I'm not like that. I am quite audacious and unhinged at times with my thoughts and pontifications about this stuff. But that's why I do these videos. Someone needs to say the things I'm thinking. I can't help but not talk about it to my friends and think about it by myself, and it's enjoyable sometimes, and other times it's just torture. And it's hard to sometimes, which I'm coming to terms with this and learning to work with it, but it's hard to redirect myself sometimes as far as what I'm going through. But I think more people, coming back to social media, I think more people should use it for their voice, for their consciousness' sake, and be comfortable with having your own different opinions. And it's totally acceptable for people to disagree and see things differently. I don't even mind if people heckle me a little bit. I like a little bit of a mind wrestle a little bit, but only to where it doesn't become like you're at war with the person. Like, I'm not on a war path per se, except for when it comes to these beings that aren't, or that just manipulate humanity, but perhaps are not humanity, but basically possess people and control them. And these people don't know the difference between them as who they are and this other entity that's using them. I know I'm kind of all over the place with this video. Like the original premise of it was social medias. And I respect people that don't want to be on social media. You know, you have better things to do with your time. I respect that. I have wasted so much time just effing around, trying to get my phone to work, my computer to work, or my sound equipment. It's just like, gosh, if you were to add up all the hours, it would just be stupid. But a lot of things in life, just you have to do things multiple times to get them to work, and you'd probably be a lot less neurotic not being on social media. I've taken breaks from it, but lately I've just been more vigilant and wanting to say these things and start conversations about them and get millions of subscribes and likes and then be a millionaire. Just kidding. But also, I don't judge rich people. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think I would be a fantastic person to be someone of opulence, because I'm a community person and I would make a space for people. A space for art and music, and a space that could be open 24/7, that isn't just your conventional bar and music venue, but has so much more character. And anyone that's been to a place that's like that at all can speak highly of it and how it stands out from like just a regular venue or bar or theater. But yeah, so I wouldn't mind being rich. I don't know about the famous thing. I could probably handle it. But I'm not so much going for that as I am just the information itself. I think it should be talked about. I mean, we're only here for so long, and there's lots of things people aren't talking about that everyone's dealing with that are just kind of like taboo for whatever reason. And I've bought into the taboo before, but now I'm like, why? Why are there things that we don't talk about? Why are there things that are too cringe or too unhinged? I just don't get that. Maybe I'm just on the spectrum where that's not, I just don't register with it. Maybe, probably, but I'm also okay with it. In fact, I like it. It's a strength for me. And I hope more of you post your own thought flow on the internet, because who cares if they're watching it? Our intelligence is what is paramount.